Hello, it's Jessica. Welcome back to Jessie K Creates. In today's video, I have another fun project share for you guys. So before we start, I want to show you for all of the cards I'm going to show you today, I used some more of the panels that I made by doing alcohol ink on vellum. So when I did this set, I used a full sheet of cardstock, so I got 4 panels, but I just used 2 of them today. I'm not sure what I want to do with these 2, so I'm letting them hang out in my stash a little bit longer, but I wanted to show them to you so you could kind of get an idea of what the other 2 panels looked like before I use them to make cards. You can see they have like greens and purples and wines and some kind of browns and orangey colors. I was really going for a panel that felt like fall when I was making these ones. This one turned out a little bit more Halloween-y, so we'll see what happens with that. But these are just kind of what the panels looked like. Hello, Editing Jessica here really quick. I've gotten a few questions on how I make these vellum backgrounds. So I recently made another one and I filmed the process for you guys. So I will have a whole tutorial on how I make these backgrounds coming up probably in the next day or 2. So if you've been interested in how I go about making the alcohol ink on vellum backgrounds, then stay tuned because that video is coming soon. Okay, so now let's get into the actual cards. And as we go, I'll show you the supplies I use for each card. So the first card is probably my favorite one. And here it is, a super fun shaker card. So with these cards, I really wanted to keep as much of the alcohol ink panel showing as possible because I thought they were just really pretty. So I decided this one would be great for a shaker card. So I used the Concord and Ninth All the Birthdays stamp set, and it also has dies that you can purchase with it. And I used the Happy Birthday sentiment, and I also used this big HB die. So I took this and I centered it up on my panel and cut it out. And then I backed my panel with some acetate, popped it up on foam, and added glitter to make a shaker card. The glitter I used in this card is the Recollections gold glitter. I use this often when I make shaker cards. I just really like it and it's affordable. And I thought the gold glitter went with the kind of gold accents on the panel. So I thought those worked out nicely. For the sentiment on the card, I just took that Happy Birthday from the stamp set and I gold heat embossed it onto some white cardstock and I popped that up as well. So this card does have some nice dimension to it, but it should still mail just fine. And then I popped everything up onto a cream colored A2 card base. For the inside of the card, I just went with my classic. I took a strip of the leftover panel and glued it to the inside, and I left it blank so that whoever purchases it can write the perfect message to their recipient. So this is card number 1, and I'm telling you guys now, I love the other cards, but this one is definitely my favorite. Okay, so card 1. Card number 2, I used the leftovers from card 1. So this is what we have. So for card number 1, remember, I used that HB to cut out of the panel. Well, these were so beautiful, I could not throw them away. So I had to figure out a way to use them on the card. So I just cut out, I stacked these up. I used 3 layers of white cardstock and then I put the pretty letters on top. So you can see there's some good dimension to this card. And I thought this had to be a Halloween themed card because when I cut these letters out, they have the green, they had the kind of like plum color, and they had some orange. And so they were just screaming Halloween to me. So to turn this into a Halloween card, I just pulled a piece of pattern paper. The pattern paper that I used here is from the Die Cuts with a View Happy Halloween paper pad, but spider webs are a pretty common paper that you can find in most Halloween paper pads, so you could use anything for that really. And then I cut out just a really thin gold frame or gold matte for the pattern paper, just to make it pop more on the card. When I tried this without the matte, it kind of got lost. So the matte really helped it pop. And then for the sub sentiment, I just took that same happy birthday from the stamp set, and I gold heat embossed it onto some black cardstock and popped that up. So this card, it has dimension to it, but not quite as much as the other card, but I still think it looks wonderful, and I think it makes for a really fun Halloween themed birthday card. For the inside of this card, again, I just kept it simple. I used a strip of the alcohol ink panel and a strip of the pattern paper, and then again left it blank so that the sender can write the perfect sentiment to whoever they're giving this card to. For this card, I did do a matching envelope. So I just took a gray envelope that I picked up from clearbags.com, and I took this stamp set, one of my few Halloween stamp sets. It had a little spider web in the corner, so I took that and I stamped it on the bottom of the front of the envelope and also the top flap of the envelope. So we have card number 2. And I really liked that this was a really fun kind of 2-for-1 with these 2 cards. Now card number 3 is the card I struggled with the most, but overall I'm happy with how it turned out. All right, so here we go, card number 3. So for this card, I took the panel and I thought it would be really cool. I wanted a fall themed card. So I went to my stash and I pulled out this Spellbinders embossing folder. I'm not sure what it's called. If I'll look it up and I'll have it linked down below with everything else. But it just cuts these really fun fall leaves. Or it embosses them. So I ran my panel through the embossing folder, and I was not in love with the result afterwards. It was really hard to see the leaves. So I just took some brown ink and rubbed it over the top of the panel after it was embossed to kind of bring out the leaves more, and I thought that really helped them to kind of pop a little bit more. Then I took some leaves that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. They have them every year. It's just a pack of, leaf scatter, and I stapled those together, put them on the card, and then popped the sentiment on top. And this sentiment is from a very old Love Nicole stamp set. I got this at AC Moore, which doesn't even exist anymore. But I just used this happy birthday stamp. And I also used these dies. I believe these are the Stampin' Up! Lots of Labels. Yeah, Lots of Labels Framelit dies. So I just found the label that fit this sentiment, and I gold heat embossed my sentiment onto some white cardstock and used that die to cut it out, and then I just popped it up right on top of the leaves. So you can see there's a lot of dimension here, but what's nice about this is like when these leaves are in the envelope, they're not like, they flatten out a little bit. So I know it looks like a lot of dimension in person, but when you put it in the envelope, it does flatten down some. And then just to add a nice little accent, I added some little gold gems to the card. And those are from the Spellbinders Color Essential Gems Gold Mix. And I liked that they were kind of a darker, deeper gold. I thought that really went well with the kind of darker, deeper fall colors on this card. And again, for this one, the inside, I left it blank and just added a matching panel or strip of the alcohol ink to the bottom. So that completes it. Those are our 3 cards made using 2 panels of our alcohol ink art, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these 2 or when exactly I'm going to use them. But I'm sure eventually I'll make cards out of these 2. So, which of these cards is your favorite? Like I said, this shaker card is definitely mine, but I really like the other two as well, and they were a lot of fun. Let me know down below which one your favorite is. If you liked this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps my channel to grow. It helps YouTube recommend my channel to other folks. And if you want to see all the videos that I come out with, be sure you're subscribed to my channel. And if you hit that notification bell, it gives you an alert every time I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to get creative in your craft room, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.